I hate AI, and I've been kind of vocal about how much I hate AI. Specifically, I hate AI in writing. I think AI cannot produce literature, it can only produce content. And content's, fine. Sometimes you just want to read content, read something mindless, but that's not what I want to do. So I went a little off brand last week and I did an experiment. There is a web company which will produce AI podcasts for you. All you have to do is type in what you want them to talk about, choose the voices, and bam, you've got a little podcast. So I did the free sample. I got about 4 minutes of podcasting between Leo and Maddie of my Perfectly Proper Paranormal Museum series. And I have to confess, I thought a paranormal podcast by my paranormal museum would be a lot of fun because I've got some great characters in those books. So I produced it, I put it up for my Substack subscribers, and the reviews were mixed. Some people could tell immediately it was AI voices and they hated it. Some people couldn't tell and they thought it was fun and charming. Everybody pretty much hated the music. I felt a little dirty putting it up though. I do use AI for some things. I use it for editing my videos, which makes it a lot easier. I'm not a professional video editor or producer, as I'm sure you figured out by this time. AI has crept into a lot of spell checking programs and grammar checking programs. I have used it to produce what I call content, or to produce the first draft, I should say, of what I call content, because it never does a very good job, even of that, in my opinion. Content specifically for advertising and promotion of my books. I don't find it so offensive using AI for content because I think there's a big difference between content and literature. I think humans can produce content and there's nothing wrong with content. It's just not literature. Or even, and I include pulp fiction as part of literature, which I write. There's like high literature and low literature. I suppose I'm low literature. But I think art, whether it's a picture or writing or dance, or whatever, it needs heart. It needs a human soul in it. And without that, it's not art. I think AI art is complete bullshit. It's not just a tool. It can be just a tool, but it can be taken too far where it's not just a tool. I asked my readers what they thought of the product. The general consensus seemed to be that they thought ethically it was okay to use it as long as it was made clear to the listener that these were AI voices that they would be listening to. And I think that's probably correct. I mean, for advertising, which is basically what this little podcast would be, I think it'd be okay, but it's also pretty off brand for me. So I will not be doing it, at least not at this point. Also, I don't think the AI is quite there. I'm sure it will be. It seems like the technology is getting better exponentially. So I have no doubt within a year or so, we will not be able to tell the difference. Perhaps AI will be producing much better written content as well. But I don't like it. It feels icky to me. I felt a little dirty posting it online, even though I made everybody aware this was AI and I want this is an experiment and I just want your opinion. What do you think of the ethics and such? So I think it was a good experiment and I did learn a lot from it. I will continue to use it for my video editing because it saves me so much time. But I certainly won't be using it for writing and or for writing literature, I should say. What do you think? I'll put the link to the AI podcast in the comments.